Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and I am out for the third night doing the trash diving haul thing that we do. And I've got Aaron's sister with us this time. She's in the back, and I guess she was just wanting to see it firsthand like a studio audience would. And hopefully we have a good experience like I'm used to, because I have really high hopes. From the first 2 weeks, I found so many great things, but I don't know if we can rely on that one house again like I've been getting things from. That had so many things that they've thrown out. So let's see what we can find. Okay, I got my seatbelt on still. I got really excited. No, it's not that exciting. It's just really a wooden thing that, see my glove? I want this thing. Oh no. This is pretty neat. We could use it for something. I'm gonna put this back and make it look all nice again. And, ooh, paneling. I don't need that though. All right. Okay, so we've been driving around a little bit and I'm not seeing a whole lot, but my glove is now dirty. You can see the dirt. So it shows that I've actually made progress. And yet we only have one thing in the tailgate. No, the back of the bed. Yeah, the back of the bed. So, I mean, the sun has to go down a little bit more, I think, before we find all the good stuff. That's when all the good trash comes out to play. Okay, I just found this really cool table here and some plywood. Not that I need plywood. Oh boy. I have to put the camera down, but look how cool that is. All right, it is the next morning from the dumpster dive, and I'll show you these items more in depth right now. This is that rack or table that I got, and I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. It has lots of shelves that are really narrowly put together, and yeah, I feel like I can find a use for it around here though, so that's pretty cool. These items here I got, they were also free. So it's an octagonal side table with one of these large doors that opens up like this. I could probably put this in my booth for $5 or $10. People like to buy stuff like this and then chalk paint them. It's not even real wood most of the time. It's this laminate Formica stuff, and it's not well made at all. So they like to chalk paint it and make it look really cool. Oh, and then I also grabbed this shelf right here. It was also in that pile. So I don't know, I could put a couple dollars on that and put that in the booth as well. All right, so on Saturday, I ended up going to the auction. I didn't film any of it, but I got some pretty cool things. I spent a total of around $60, just shy of that. That's kind of a lot for, I think, what I got, but I was trying to buy quality and not so much quantity, even though I still ended up with junk. But for the most part, I got some pretty cool things. So let's just start right here. I grabbed this. It's a kitchen dispenser. You could put aluminum foil, saran wrap, wax paper, and paper towels. It's really hard to read. I don't know if originally this had more of a ink or something in it so you could read it, but it's a pretty cool piece. I paid $3 for it. Thought that was a nice price at the auction. And it just kind of has that 50s, 60s vibe to it, mostly probably the 50s. But pretty cool. I think I'm going to be able to sell it for around $30 or $40, and that would include shipping. It's not that heavy, but it's just kind of large. Right over here, these are free things that I got. There is a buyer at the auctions that I'm sort of friends with. I talk to him when he's there, and he buys a lot of books, and he likes to sell them on eBay. Well, he will go through his pile, because he normally buys a whole pile of books, and then just pick out the ones he likes, and then says, I can go through them and grab whatever I want. So I'll check into this. It's the National Geographic magazine, 1917. And then, what is that, number 2? I don't know what that means. That could not possibly be the second edition. Volume, I don't know. 1917 again. I'll have to look into that. I don't believe he would have gave me those if they were the first and second. Number 1, number 2. I don't know what that means. Okay, and then we have Better Homes and Gardens, Easy Skillet Meals. These items here will go in my booth. I'll put $2 or $3 on them. These kind of things sell for me in my booth. So we've got that. Then we got Jiffy Cooking. Ew, what is that? I don't know. Then we got Meals and Minutes. Another one. And then I thought this was kind of cool. It's from the 70s, I think. Yeah, 1972, but it looks a lot older, kind of. The cover art looks... Oh, I guess that's on purpose. Good old days. So, yeah, I just grabbed that so I could flip through it. And then I thought this was cool. It's an old world atlas. I don't know. I didn't look at it quite yet, but not sure. Oh, I wanted to know when it was made. Oh, 1942. How cool. So, not sure what I'm going to do with this. It's just awesome to look through. A lot of advertising in it. That's kind of cool. Grab that. And this one is Jack's Seeds. Oh, just say Jake's. Okay, so I guess people couldn't pronounce it, and that's their tagline. Yeah, farming stuff is really popular around here. I'll put this in my booth for, I don't know, a few dollars and see what it does. It's cool, though, all the maps. Got that one. And then lastly, this one. State Farm Road Atlas. Pretty neat. This looks like it's from the 60s to me. No, 1976. I paid up for these. I paid $4, but it's a nice stack of books. So we've got Depression Glass. It's a pocket guide. I'll look through that. Then this is the official 1984 price guide to glassware. I'll see what this does online. I don't like that it's not color. And that's just too many things to read. So, and I want more pictures. I'm a picture kind of a person. And this is just a lot of info. So we'll see if that does any good online. If not, I could put it in the booth at least. Price Guide to Antiques and Pattern Glass, 7th edition. This one's a little nicer. I like that there's more photos in it. Still not color. So that's interesting. This one is Miller's International Antique Guide, 2002. A lot of furniture in here. Why don't they do all in color? There's just some pieces. Well, it's obviously more expensive. But, I'm not really into the whole furniture thing. I do appreciate nice antique furniture. But, I mean, I might hang on to this for a little bit. I don't think it sells for very well online. This will go in my booth. Alternative Cure, unless it does good online, I'll check it. Alternative Cures. So it's home remedy stuff. In good shape, really good shape. So we'll see about that. This is a glass toothpick holders book. Really nice hardcover. What does it say? Who's that person? Braidhoff and Sanford. So if you collect toothpick holders, this would be really a nice book. In fact, this auction had a ton of toothpick holders, but I don't even care to mess with them because for the most part, they sell for between $3 and $8, and they were going kind of high. I wasn't there. I did not last all day. I had to leave early, but Erin's sister was still there, and she was the one that actually got those clocks for me. Well, I'll go through them in a bit, but I did leave early. I can't stand to be at auctions for more than 3 hours. After 3 hours, I start getting antsy and just want to go. And then I also get headaches from all the dust and everything else. But the Book of Powerful Secrets, I thought this was clever. I don't know for sure what it's about, but I think it's all just like hacks on life. Different things that you should know to be successful, like to trump others. Yeah, so I'll look at that. We'll see what it does online as well. This is a old Grandma Putz Old Time Vinegar, Garlic, Baking Soda, and 101 More Problem Solvers. That's a nice book too. People love their home remedy stuff. So that's neat. The Fostoria Value Guide. Very nice, clean book. This guy had a lot of books like this, collectible books, but they all went kind of high for the most part. I was lucky to get this bundle here for $4, but some of the other bundles were going for like $15 to $20 for 5 or 6 books. and I really didn't find value in the books that they were presenting. Most of it could be found online. I do have some books that I keep around the house for various reasons. If it's on certain types of glassware. Fostoria, I don't really know much about, so this one I might. But I really wish the photos were larger. And I don't even want to know value because this stuff is so outdated. I don't go by any value in the books because you have to go by market value, and you can find that out online based on solds on eBay. You can also find it by what things are listed for and how many of them there are available. So if there's like only 2 of something available and they're listed for a price, you can kind of go by that, but also double check what solds on eBay as a guide to know what the market's doing. And I really do wish that eBay had a longer time frame. I think they only go back 90 days, I think, or maybe it's 6 months for the what solds of whatever you're searching for. Modern Collectible Tins. This is another nice book. Very clean shape. This is nice. Lots of good pictures. I like books like this. That stupid clock. So lots of great books in here. Powerful Secrets. I'll have to read that so I know how to conquer the world. All right, over here, here's some things I paid up on. Actually, not this. This was a really good deal. I paid $1 for this. Little green iridized bowl. I don't want to say carnival glass because it's really not. It's just a emerald green glass with a nice iridized, slightly iridized finish on it. Don't know the exact wording to call that, but I would definitely not say it's carnival glass. These things here, I paid $7 a piece for them, and I shouldn't have. Well, I'm not going to say that. This here is really, really interesting. It's made by Westmoreland, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was. There were a few others. There was about 10 of these hen-on nests in a box, in a flat that you could get. I could choose from. So they did the bidding at $7. Or no, you know how you creep up the price and then you have your choice. So I grabbed 2 for $7. I grabbed this hen on the nest and the swan because I'd never seen a swan before, and I like the color as well. And the rest of them were basically this, but all white. Some had some red eyes, but for the most part, they were all this size in straight white with a red eye. And I've seen those all the time, so I felt like I wanted to get ones I've never seen. So I paid $7. Now, the thing I'm a little upset about is this topper is not, I don't think, the right topper for this bottom. This actually fits on here nicer because it sets in there. It has like a nice ledge to set on. This, there's a rock to it. And if you look, it's like not lined up. In the moment, I didn't notice that, and I didn't look these over well enough before I bid. I'm really spontaneous with my bidding at auctions, which can be a negative thing. This one's correct. There's no chips or anything. That was the main thing that I was looking at. So when I was trying to pick my items really quickly, you know, everybody's like waiting to move on, and I'm just like, oh, you know, looking for stuff, the main stuff, chips and everything first and foremost. But anyways, I still think I can sell this. I don't know for what. I have to double check it, but I just like the coloring on it. I like the two-tone. $7 for this one, $7 for this one. This one is Westmoreland. I thought there was an M. Or no, that's a West, no. I was like, is it Mosser? No, it's Westmoreland. It's just upside down. Right? That's weird. On the inside, it shows this logo. Whoops, it's upside down again. It's a W, like a modern looking W. There we go. And then it says Westmoreland, like around it. And then if you go to the back, it's the W with the circle. It's still upside down. It's the W with this, I want to say circle, right? No, it's a G for Westmoreland glass, right? I don't know. But anyways, I grabbed that. I am talking way too much. Where are we at? Okay, this goes with that. So these here, I bought 2 sets of bowls. These are Fire King. This is, I want to say Delphite. It's a blue color. Fire King glass bowls. And I got a stack of 3 of the blue. And I'm calling this custard glass, but I'm not sure if it's really like what it would be called. It's more of a creamy yellow. And there is really no consistency between these two shades. See the difference in color? So, same thing, Fire King glass. Don't know if they were trying to make them the same or if that's just two different colors. But I'm gonna sell this set and then this set, so they'll be separate. And I paid, I wanna say was it $3? I think it was like $3 a set, I can't remember. These were originally all in one flat, but then they decided to take them all out of the flat and then sell them in groups. And the other groups was some single bowls. There was a single Fire King blue bowl. It would have been the smaller bowl in the mixing bowl set that Fire King put out, which is basically just what Pyrex put out, but that was their version of it in the mixing bowls. So they had their own set of primary mixing bowls. And the blue has more of a modern design, and it's like a deeper blue. Anyways, I also grabbed these vases. They're really nice. Haven't done much research on them. Let's see. This is Imperial. Oh, I always get that mixed up. I think it's Imperial glass. IG. Yeah, it's not Indiana. It's Imperial. So IG, really nice carnival bowl or vase. And then we have this one. Has these spirals running along it. Same deal. Imperial glass. And then also included was this, I think it's Viking. Yeah, it's a Viking. I don't know if you call that satin glass or not. It feels like satin. It's kind of an ombre, goes from, what is that? I don't know my colors. Goes from one color to the next. So that's neat. We'll see what this does. I'm not really into that kind of thing, this type. All right, grab this for only, I think, $2. Really cool shoe. It's not Fenton, and it's marked that OVG. Glad it still came with a sticker. It stands for Old Virginia Glass. Oh, maybe it is Fenton. I can't remember. I looked this up, and yeah, I think it is Fenton. So I'm not sure why it is. I didn't do much more research, but Old Virginia Glass maybe was bought out by Fenton. This looks like a 1970s type of logo. So yeah, Fenton probably brought it out if I was to guess. But it's a nice little shoe and really pretty. Has little, what is that called? Hobs and stars, buttons, I don't know. All those terms. Okay, so we got all through there, and I'm talking way too much, but I'm just in that kind of mood today. Okay, over here I paid $3 for this. I cannot tell you why. The majority of what I thought was cool in it was actually chipped and broken. I didn't do my research first. Research being I didn't look it over first. But, you know, there are some cool things. There's this little glass here, which was probably a, no, is it chip too? No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, brother. Well, it's cool either way. I was going to say it could have been like a peanut butter or something kind of a jar, but I don't know for sure. And I thought this was cool, but it's not that old. Hershey's chocolate lover. So this was kind of a mistake. These are in nice shape. They're little sundae cups, but that stuff doesn't really sell for me. And then whatever, this. So that was sort of a mistake, but I made up with it. I got these guys here. I think I paid $4, or it was either $4 or $5 for the set of juice glasses and these two. Oh, and this little thing here came with it. It's an iridized Federal Stein. Is it right? A Stein? Yeah, I think so. Heat proof, so I would not call that milk glass, especially because it's iridized. That is not milk glass. And so we have this nice picture here. Oh, whoops. It comes with the lid. The lid's nice to have. It's not really the original. Maybe it is. Oh, it is. It says, look, there's a little F in there. You know, you can use other lids from whatever, peanut tops or, you know, different things. And a lot of them are universal sizes and they'll fit on these carafes. But this one, I guess, is the original. How cool. So it comes with these glasses. These are not the same glasses that I've been buying. They're slightly different, so that sucks because I was thinking I was just going to be able to update my quantity to show that I had another set of 4 of these available without retaking photos because everything's in perfect shape, honestly. But I'm going to just list them, and I'll list it with the decanter, and so that'll work out even better. It's a nice happy family that way. Now these came with those 2 things in the same group for I think $4 or $5. Don't know anything about this, so I don't know. It doesn't look that old to me. It really doesn't, and it's not marked in any way either. So if this looks familiar to anybody, drop a comment below. It's just bands. It's just colored bands, and it's not even that old. The way that this has been applied is not that spectacular. So I don't know. Okay. Right here, clocks. I did not stay for the clocks, but they went for, there was at least 30 clocks. Not all like this. There were some older ones, they were all Big Ben style for the most part. A couple outliers that were more square-faced and everything, but for the most part, they were all West Clock brand. West Clocks being like that. And they were the baby bins and big bins and then a couple other randoms. But I have a good record of selling these. A couple of these are glow in the dark. This one's glow in the dark with a brown face. Just need to be cleaned up. This one I have one listed right now. I can update my quantity once I clean it. It looks in great shape. This one here, I only have it because I needed the back twisty on there because it's cracked. So I needed the twisty, that little twist knob, to go on this one because it doesn't have one. And it's a nice clock otherwise. So, and this was a nice old one. That's what that one should look like. Those 2 are basically the same. Kind of. It's a little different. And then this one, I have not really seen a black one before. This is probably a little later. Oh, it's still ticking. So that's neat. All right, and then I think the last thing on this table, yep, that's the last thing on this table, is this. And I asked Scott with the Old Curiosity Shop what he thought this was because it looked old to me. And a few things give that away, obviously. It's the style. Then you can look at the plug and you know that that is Bakelite. And so is the base of this bulb here. That's a nice, I would say Art Deco styling. And the bulb itself is really cool. And I just had no clue what this was. I seen one of these go at an auction before, and it sold for, I think, $10 or $12. All right, so this one came along, and I bought it for $3. So just because I wanted to know what it was, and I didn't research it the last time. This time I was like, I'm getting it. So it has this colored paper. Is that paper? It's plastic, I think, like a red colored plastic in there. And it's a lamp, right? Yeah, but it seems like it's not quite right. So I looked it up online. I asked Scott. He was like, it looks like a TV lamp. And I was like, a TV lamp? So it goes inside the TV to make the TV light go on? And my brain wasn't thinking. No, you'd put this on top of the TV, the old console TVs, for like an ambience. So what it's missing is actually a glass block that would set right on top of here on these bars. And it's the type of block that you can build partial walls with. You can build walls with them, or partition walls and things. So it's the clear block. It's about 4 inches wide or so by 6. And it kind of has like a little bit of a wave to it. And they've been around for a while. You can still buy them, I think. So that's what would go on top. You'd light that up and it would light that block up. And also you could put maybe some fake flowers on the inside of the block. Some little plastic flowers in there. And it would look really cool. So that's what it is, and I'm glad I got it. It doesn't go for an extreme amount. I mean, I'm going to try for around 30 or 40 and see what I can do with that. I might even try to go buy a block. Not that I'm going to ship the block, because that adds to the cost and shipping and everything, but I am very curious to see how it looks with the block on there. And it's just one of those little projects that I'll put off to the side until I get a block, probably. All right, so the last thing I wanted to show, or was there? Oh, that's right. I already have this stuff haphazardly put in my bin, but I got this at Goodwill the other day. Forgot to mention it in a video. This is a pear, and it's funny story. As I was looking up that dispenser right there, trying to figure out a good price for it and everything and all that, I typed in, you know, dispenser, and this thing popped up. I'm like, dispenser? And then it said, I read the description, it said it dispenses string. So right at the bottom there, you put string, and you could put a whole roll. And that makes so much sense, because whenever I got this, and I was looking at it from the behind, I'm like, why is this hollow inside? And why is there a hole there? And I just wasn't thinking clearly. But yeah, you hang it on the wall, and you can dispense string from it. So that is really cool. And this one is in spectacular shape. For chalkware, that is really hard to come by without any issues like that. I also grabbed... You know what? Did I think I already talked about this. No, maybe I didn't. This is another rack. And so that'll go downstairs. It's a nice rack because it's taller. It's has a lot more clearance than even that other one, that big longer one that I got. So there's more clearance for taller glassware or whatever underneath here. And this was 50 cents at Goodwill. And what was the other thing that I got at Goodwill? That's all that I got at Goodwill. And then this is, of course, a tin that a subscriber mentioned that I forgot to show in the last video. I'm not going to pull it out. It's just a tin. It's a lot like the other tin that I got that's black with, I think, Pennsylvania Dutch figures on it. But this one's mostly pink, and it looks really cute. It was from that place where you get whatever you want, and then you'd make a donation. And I forgot to mention, but I put it in the description of the last video. All those things in the last video that I got from that place, I paid $15 for. So yeah, I can't tell you how much each thing came out to be, but $15 for the things that I got. Okay, so the last thing that I was thinking of, oh, it's in the other room. We'll just go on a journey to the back of the house. All right. Wait, what am I looking for? Oh, there's a few things. So I got this at Goodwill. It is a school bus, and you can put your kindergarten through 12th grade photos in there. It was only $1 at Goodwill, so this will probably go in the booth. And that does not belong there. And here's the other thing I got at Goodwill. It is a Big Mouth Billy Bass from 1999. It says 2000 there. Oh, that was an award that it won. Wait, it would have to be from 2000 then. Okay, so this is from 2000, and it is a Christmas edition Big Mouth Billy Bass. It sings "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." It's still in the original box, and I only paid, oh, I already took the stickers off. I paid $2 for it. $2. Now, this one does not do as well as the original Big Mouth Billy Bass. The original, you can easily get $30 for, I think, plus shipping. I think it's plus shipping on eBay. This one here, only $20 plus shipping. So not as great of a deal, but it's still really cool that I was able to find that. Okay, I forgot one more thing that I got at Goodwill. I got this ship. It was, oh good, I still left the price on there. It was only $3. And this is an item that'll go in the booth. Stuff like this sells really well. I'll probably put $15 or so on it. And it seems to be in really nice shape. I had it set aside because I want to get this blown out with the air compressor. So we'll do that. And while I'm thinking about it, I also went and picked up, this is some Tyvek stuff, but I wanted to see what I can do with that. Picked up my paper. This was picked up at the local newspaper place. And it's a big roll of newsprint, blank newsprint. This is available to you if you go to your local newspaper print shop, if they do newspapers, if they print them, and you can ask them about if they sell their end rolls. When I first started getting end rolls like this, they were free. Then they started saying that they were gonna be charging for them. So he said that they charge 40 cents per pound. So that was, I don't even know what it was. but he gave me the wrong price originally, so I just gave him a $10 bill. So $10 for this I paid, but it's still a much better deal than buying this online. So we'll see what I continue to do. But what this is whenever they print newspapers, they print them on a big spool like this. It starts out much, much bigger. This is just what's left over after they do the print run. But the thing about it is they cannot stick this back on the machine and try to print more papers on it, because they can, I believe, damage their machines if they let this run out. So, you know, in the sake of running a whole bunch of newspapers, this isn't that much, and it probably isn't worth their time to try to run these and then stop it and then switch it out for another, because I don't know why, but that's the way they do it. And we'll see if this continues to be what I get for packaging. This is a packaging material. Stella, come on. People were sad that you weren't in the last video. How do you feel about that, Stella? How do you feel about that? You don't care. Do you care at all? No. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of everything. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.